everyone. Welcome to our meeting number 306. Yes, very good memory. Well done, well done. We see we're professionals. So, welcome to our meeting on this very, very hot summer evening in Moscow. I'm very jealous of the people online. I hope you all have AC, air conditioning, because we don't. So, good for you. And a little bit about our club. As most of you know, we are a public speaking club. We're here to practice our speaking mastery, our networking skills, and personal development. And also leadership skills, for some people who dare to arrive on time. Sorry, there was someone who came in late. That's why I commented about time. A couple of things. On the 21st of June, it was our club's unofficial birthday. Our club has two birthdays. One is in January, and one was in June 21st. It was the first time the club had 20 members. Let's applaud. Thank you very much. And because of that, for people here in the room, I do have some presents that you can open in the break. So you have to wait to see what the presents are. They're on the table behind you. You can look around and look, but don't touch until the break. The little present. Not the money, unfortunately. The present bag, I apologize. Money maybe later. We'll see. We'll see how my presidency goes. We do have some new faces in the room and online. So just before we begin our meeting, I would like to welcome the newcomers to come on physical stage and online stage and introduce themselves. Yes, that includes you. Kenya, please. So we'll begin with the people offline, and I will ask people online to introduce themselves in a moment. Please tell us your name, how did you hear about the club, and why did you decide to join?
Hello, I'm Ksenia. I found out about the club from my father and Kate. So, but I really don't know what is
why I'm here. That's okay, me too.
But I'm glad to be here today. I'm your timer, and I have another speech today.
Perfect. Okay.
But no, thank you. Good.
No, thank you. Now on to our online audience. I believe we have two newcomers. Christina, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself? Your name is Christina, I heard that. Maybe how you found out about the club, why did you decide to join?
Yeah, my story is quite interesting. My aunt attending club in Baltimore, so she Googled your club in Moscow and highly recommended me to join.
Oh, amazing! I know you also will have a speech later, so I'll come back to you. Well, the Toastmaster of the day will come back to you when it's time. Thank you. And Yulia, can you also tell us a little bit about you? Why did you decide to join, and how did you hear about Toastbusters?
Hi everyone, my name is Yulia, as you heard. Actually, I've been hearing about the club for really long time, for many years. My group mate is a member here, so she been posting online a lot of things about it, but it never occurred to me that I could be the part of the club. So basically right now I feel like I have a lot of professional development to do, so I will be really happy to join you, especially offline next time. So nice to meet you all. Although I don't see you, but
it's nice to meet you online, but yes, we wish to see everyone offline at some point in their Toastmaster journey, but online is always welcome as well, of course. I believe that is, we also have Rich, but I think Rich is traveling. I don't know if, Rich, can you hear me? Maybe not. Maybe we'll see you in person. when you arrive here. The mysterious Rich will call you.
Okay, I'm being
Oh.
right now. Rich.
Hi.
Someone call me? Hello?
Yes, hi, hello. Are you traveling to? Oh, you are traveling. Are you are you traveling to the address?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm in the taxi right now, so I'm just arrived Moscow. Last 2 days. I'm from China, District 118.
All right, amazing.
I'm also a member of the Toastmasters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from China, District 118. Yeah.
Amazing.
So my name is Rich. Yeah. So happy to have the meeting with you together. So I just want to check is any different with China. The Toastmaster meeting is any different. We want to learn something from you. Okay. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Rich, and welcome. So many new faces today, everyone. I hope we all have a good, energizing, sweaty meeting here in Moscow. Quick announcements, please remember to put your phones on silent so we're not interrupted. And if you are not speaking online, please remember to mute your microphone. If you are speaking, please remember to unmute your microphone as well. So I will pass the stage to our host of the evening, the Toastmaster of the day, Tatiana Gladisheva. The stage is yours.
Dear fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests, do you like adventures? Of course! What kind of adventures do you like?
Any.
Some of us think that spending a night surviving in jungles or in the desert is not a big deal. The others find the adrenaline and enjoyment in raising the kids. Tonight, we will share the most unusual experience and find out more about each other. And our experience exchange applies to interaction. I have gathered the very cool, most precious selection of your amazing adventures. And I will ask the audience to match the speaker with the adventure. So if you are guys ready, let's go ahead and get started. So, I would like to invite to this stage the first participant, and it is Nikita Odintsov. Nikita Odintsov will be the third of the day, but before he starts, Nikita, please come closer here. Do you guys see all the papers? All the pieces? Can you read them?
Yes, I can.
Yes, we can.
No.
Why not? Online audience has its own list of adventures, except for one. They don't have the handwritten one. Guess what Nikita did?
I see only ends there.
Okay.
Can you read it on the screen?
On the screen.
Yes.
Sure. So who wants first? Who wants to guess the first?
What he did?
Yeah, what he did. Maybe he caught a crab. Maybe he survived in jungle. Maybe he worked at the Orthodox men's monastery. Maybe he did bungee jumping, stuck in the elevator, had an imaginary book tour. What do you think? Took a part on
The train. My train is
Train? No.
All of this.
Evacuation.
No.
He thought about he worked in aircraft industry.
How did you
About
know? That's
evacuation.
not fair. That's cheating. You're right.
Which one?
Andrew Wong. He took a part on test evacuation for aircraft crash. And now Nikita will tell us more about it. So I'm taking that one off.
Has he survived?
I confirm that.
Nikita, the stage is yours. Please.
Yes. Some years ago, I take part in a test of evacuation from emergency aircraft. This test must be made in night condition or in dark hangar. Aircraft must be full of passengers, belt must be connected, and lighting must be dark. In aircraft, in passengers aircraft, there are normal lighting and emergency lighting. We set an aircraft lighting connect from normal to emergency. There are commands about evacuations. We disconnect belts and go to the exits in aircraft. Half of exits must be don't usable. For example, it may happen if if half of exit will be blocked by fire. We jump to the inflatable trap and slide to the ground. This trap may be used as emergency raft for safe peoples in the sea if happen sea landing. Evacuations must be during 19 seconds or more quickly. This is a requirement of aviation rule. Everything was good, and we evacuated from aircraft more quickly when it need. That is new aircraft MS-21, MS-21. Now I take part in design of this aircraft. Thank you.
Okay, our next role is accounter, and our accounter is Christina Akapian. She's online, and before she starts her introduction, let's guess what Christina did. Any ideas? Who wants first? Don't get shy.
Crab, what else is that? 5 in the morning. The 5 o'clock in the morning.
No.
No.
What's that in the elevator?
No.
Crabs.
No.
Was on the cruise?
Yes.
Oh.
Is that right? Christina, please share that experience with us and then introduce your role.
Yeah. So hello again to everyone. Yes, I have been on cruise to Europe. I managed to visit 5 countries in one trip. Most of them was European countries. I met people from different continents, go to parties and find new acquaintances. Also, I see how magnetically black is the sea at night. So most of my evenings I spend just staring at it. Also, we have special parties which have dress code like only white. Everyone wear white dresses and have special quizzes and games. So I highly recommend if someone never attend cruise to do it. Maybe this year.
Thank you, Christina, would you mind to share, to tell us about your role, your account?
Yes, my role is counter, so I'm gonna count the sounds which is unnecessary or shouldn't be used during your speeches, and in the end, I will present how many of it you use.
Nice.
Thank you, Christina. Our next role is Grammarian. And our Grammarian is Mr. Miles Flagg from Canada. And before he starts, let's try to guess what Miles did.
You go to crab.
No.
Bungee jumping.
Oh, it's my guess.
It's about
Survive in jungle.
sons and daughters.
No.
No.
Jungles.
No.
Bungee jumping.
No.
Train was left while
What?
train was left while he was outside.
Crouch 40 seconds.
No.
No, it's he lost his glasses.
No.
Oh.
Monastery, on Earth
No.
monastery.
Oh.
The 5 in the morning. The 5 in the morning. Yes. Miles, we want to know more. Please share that experience with us and then tell us about your grammarian role.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Hello from Canada, my dear Toastbuster buddies in Moscow, my dear friends and club members. I've been a Toastbuster for, I think, almost over 2 years. Yeah, over 2 years, that's for sure. Because it began before the special military operation, and I continued nevertheless, and I'm here to be your grammarian today. Well, my story, an extraordinary story, I think. That is the word of the day. I'll explain why I have 2 spellings up here for the word extraordinary. I thought it was rather extraordinary when I had graduated from university. I didn't have a job. The economy wasn't that great. That was back in 1983. And I thought, and I was 23 years old, I think I should go on an adventure. So I bought a plane ticket, and back then you could put a bicycle into a box, take the wheels off, turn the handlebars, put the bicycle in the box, and put it on the plane. And they didn't even charge you for it. They just said it's another piece of luggage. And that was when luggage was free. So bought a ticket from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where I am, and flew to Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Landed at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired, I'm fatigued, and I have to get my bicycle out of the box at the airport, assemble it, and then jump on it. And I don't know where the heck I'm going. I'm just following the signs. And eventually I made my way into Amsterdam. And then from there, for several months, I bicycled through Holland and up through northern Germany to Denmark, cross over to Edinburgh, Newcastle on Tyne in England, down through the Lake District, down to Southampton, across to Cherbourg, France, through France to Paris, Luxembourg, and eventually down to southern Germany. So that was my extraordinary adventure at age 23. And that is one of the functions that I have to do today as grammarian, is pay attention to everyone's speech and grammar correction, correct grammar, as well as pronunciation, and give you the word of the day. And the word of the day is extraordinary. And when I first wrote it down, I wrote it as it's pretty much commonly spoken, pronounced extraordinary. The A is almost silent, but the correct spelling is here. EXTRAORDNDINARY. So this is wrong, this is correct. And extraordinary means very unusual or remarkable. So, and it can also, that's an adjective. So I thought my adventure with a bicycle going to Europe in 1983 was extraordinary for me, but it's also a noun. So it can also mean an item in a company's accounts. So their financial books, not arising from its ordinary activities. So something extraordinary, out of the ordinary, extra, out beyond what is ordinary. So it's my pleasure to pay attention, and I'll do my best. I was a month in the hospital, just got out yesterday. Hooray! And, but I'm still fatigued, and I have to take an extraordinary number of pills every morning. But I am on the improvement. I have new stem cells from some anonymous donor out there in the world somewhere. And I'll, as I said, do my best. So thank you. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you. It was a great introduction as always. Now I would like to invite here Ksenia Kiseleva as a timer, and let's think what Ksenia did. What do you think, guys? We don't have many tries left, so do your best.
The crab, the 40 centimeter crab. No? Oh, finally!
How did you do that? So how did that happen, Ksenia? Tell us. Come here. Here, so you, the audience will see.
It was near the sea. We tried to catch small crabs, but we found the big hole where we put our hands, and then the big crab with big
Claws.
catched our hand, and it was hurt. And then we tried to put it in on to us, and we found out that it is the crab of 40 centimeters.
Dun, dun, dun. Now tell us a bit about your role tonight.
I will show you 3 colors. The green one is about you have a minimum time and you can speak further. Then I have yellow one. It means that you close to the limit. And the red one, you are out of the limit and you should stop talking, please.
Thank you, Ksenia. So guys, guessing on adventures and matching speaker to adventure is a good thing, but getting awarded for your guessing is even better. And we have a special role designated for that. I invite here a quiz master. And let's think what Yekaterina did. What do you think?
Stop talking.
Bungee jumping.
Because you probably
Bungee jumping, no.
Jungle, the jungle. Yes.
How did you know?
Because she lived in Australia.
Tell us, where was it?
Yeah,
More about her adventure.
around 15 years ago, I was traveling in South Africa with big company of friends, and we stayed in some lodge, luxury lodge, but for New Year celebration, it was supposed to be one place, wonderful place, and when we checked online hotel, online in internet, we realized wonderful place. So we should bring some, 20 dresses for celebration. However, it happened when we arrived there, we realized that it's real jungle. It was real jungle, and we lived in wigwams, really once, yes, surrounded by ocean on the other one hand and one side, and 3 lakes on the other 3 sides with crocodiles, real crocodiles and hippos. And but by the way, when I was back home, we realized that that place, exact place, was the best place, and it was the best journey in my life. So yeah, I survived, surrounded by all these wonderful animals and creatures. About my role, I'm Quizmaster today, and what do you think about Quizmaster? What I'm going to do?
Quiz.
Yes, sweet. Yeah, distribute sweets, all cookies. Okay, first of all, I'm going to be active listener. And second of all, I'm going to challenge your listening skills by asking some questions at the end of our session. And well, probably you all know there are some techniques that can help you to listen carefully, and did you put? Yeah? Okay, how many times do I have? No, nothing. Okay, so the first technique, stay focused. It's very important. Don't be distracted anybody and anything. The second technique, try to listen non-verbal cues, because sometimes it's even more informative than some words. And third technique is about, I don't remember what is it about, but anyway, just switch off your judgment, because sometimes we don't listen the facts, but we remembering some facts that we just imagined, reflecting on some speeches. So stay focused, no judgment, and non-listen to non-verbal keys. That's it, basically. I hope I have time, and I'm going to tell something.
Okay, now it's time to move to the main part of the meeting, and it's going to be prepared speeches. We have 3 prepared speeches tonight. But
Madam Toastmaster, just a point of information, as grammarian, my word is extraordinary, and what I forgot to tell everyone is you'll get a reward or points for using the word extraordinary during your presentations.
Please use it today, guys. Yeah. Extraordinary. If you want to get extra points.
Extraordinary points.
Extraordinary points.
Nice.
And since we have an adventurous meeting tonight, if you don't mind, guys, I changed a little bit the order of introduction, the speakers. I will call the speaker, ask you to guess about adventure, then I introduce the speaker and his or her speech, the title. Is it okay with you? Yeah. So, I would like to invite here Bulat Safiulin. Let's see what Bulat did. Maybe he read a book?
Yes.
Good idea. Why not?
He was outside when his train left. Maybe he was bungee.
The glasses, stolen glasses.
Not clever.
I thought it would be easy.
I understand. I was thinking that too. Maybe he got stuck in the elevator.
Oh, the train. The train.
Oh no! What about bungee jumping?
Monastery, maybe.
That was already no.
No, that was me.
No, there are not too many tries left, guys. What do you think, Nikon? Try to guess. What about our online audience? Any guesses? What do you think was what do you think was Bulat's adventure?
Elevator?
Elevator.
So the bungee jumping.
You mentioned the book.
Orthodox monastery.
Everybody wants to go to monastery. What's wrong with you guys? Everyone wants to go to the men's monastery.
Maybe next time.
Children?
Yes! 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 And I want. Look, would you like to tell a bit about this story, or you want to incorporate that to your speech? It's up to
No,
you. You will share. Okay.
I can
Please
share
do.
with you some insight about myself. Yes,
You have 2 sons and 2 daughters.
I have 2 sons and 2 daughters, so I have 4 children. Yes, I like it. I like children.
You like other things, I know.
Yeah, of course. So I think it's not correct to say that it was done by myself. And, you know, my wife participated there as well. You know, it was very interesting adventure. First time it was, I had a lot of fear, and third time it was usual process, just kind of. So I don't need to do anything special. Of course, I done some special things, but really, what I can say that this experience showed that everyone's have a unique circumstance, unique life, vision, even their children. I have 4 children. Everyone, they are different, and they have a different vision, different patience. So yeah, it's one of my interests. I would say it's most interesting my adventure going to this, how to say in English?
Fatherhood.
Motherhood, yeah.
Parenthood.
Parenthood, yeah. So I'm going to do my first speech today.
Let me introduce you now.
Yeah.
Okay. Lots of Julian, simple things in my life. Simple things in my life, lots of Julian.
Yeah, good evening, Toastmasters. My name is Bulat. I was introduced. My first speech with you, the magic of simple things in our life, in my life. It's not always great things like high positions, a lot of money, even Nobel Prize winning or Olympic Game winning define us. Sometimes simple things has a great input to our life and connect to our greatness. You know what? I'm going to ask you questions. What do hippopotamus and elephants and let's say Moses have a common with my life? What do you think? It's not easy question. Hippopotamus and elephants.
They like hot weather?
No, it's also
not children. It's not related to religion.
it's a long way for them. 2 years, I suppose, not 9 months as our human beings are doing. Not so, step by step, maybe they are kind of not fast.
It's a good pacing.
Yes.
But okay, so it's a little bit simple.
Moses a person?
Yeah, of course. Great person Moses.
Of course, who else? Come on.
Okay, I will tell you. So because I have only 4 months or 4 minutes, I need to be a little bit hurry. So regarding Moses, he led his people through the desert during the 40 years. I'm 40 years.
Oh.
It's a simple fact. About the hippopotamus, I found that I had already consumed a sugar which is equal to weight of the average hippopotamus. I was surprised. It's about 2 tons. I think it's similar for 10 elephants, so I consume water which is equal to volume of the 10 elephants. maybe this is example a little bit primitive, but I use this example, primitive example, intentionally. Why? I just wanted to show you that simple facts, even such as primitive facts, has a connection to great persons in history. I mean Moses and great numbers, big numbers like consuming of sugars. So simple facts and the simple things we can use in any field of our life, area of our life. For instance, if you all ask me what's your greatest achievement in, let's say, in the last couple of years, I will tell you that it's teaching my son to read. My son had a big problem. He couldn't read till second of class. So we had so many stress. Teacher had so many stress. My son worried about it. But we just read 20 minutes every day with him. You know what? Happened something magic. Because after the 4 months we completed 6 books. But he started to read books on his own. Now he is reading twice more books than me. So it was, you know, it's a simple things what we done, but the effect was great. You know, reading it's one of the basic and important skills for surviving in our life. But the same principle we can use for the other part of our life. For instance, if we're talking about, you know, everyone wants to live longer. Now, every year we know that our scientists try to find special pills to live longer. But recent research showed that. Did you know that 1 hour's running add 7 hours to your life? Now, it's very simple facts. It's simple exercise. So I think it's an amazing investment, so you can just run it every day. So I'm trying to run 30 minutes per day. So I hope that my life will be extended for additional 5 years. It was some basic calculations. Sometimes I need to read. I would like to say you about some simple facts of what's happened and in my life. A couple of months ago, I traveled from Evaluator to Moscow. I met a professional diver. He served for Moscow region from Moscow. Just saying hello and tell me about your job. I opened door to the unknown worlds, you know. It was so interesting to know about their profession, and I found that we have a lot of water reservoirs in Moscow region in Moscow, and they have so many interesting, sometimes dangerous situation in their work. So for me, before I didn't know that we had divers in Moscow. I thought that divers it should be somewhere in sea or ocean regions. And the same situation I had when I traveled to France. Before traveling to work, before traveling to France, I had so many biased stereotypes about this country. I read about this country. Before the traveling, I read about their law, what I need to accept, what I need to deny. So, but just saying ordinary people, bonjour, bonsoir, comment ça va? So I found a lot of amazing persons, and some of them become my friends. So, in conclusion, I would like to say that, red card. In conclusion, I would like to say that I'm going to have an amazing next year. Just investing 30 hours out of 8,800. What I'm going to do? I'm going to have a productive, interesting, funny years with amazing persons. I will be part of this club. You know, really 30 hours. We need to spend only 30 hours to have so many interesting and productive meetings with amazing, as I said, amazing personnel. So I would like to say that sometimes small investment and the small facts and the simple facts doing huge changes in our life. We just need to be view life from curious eyes and find wonderful in simplicity. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And our next speaker is online speaker, Ekaterina Shulakova. Ekaterina.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Okay, I have another assignment for you. Please guess what Ekaterina did. We don't have many adventures left. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So what did she do? What did she do?
Monastery.
Yeah, go. Yes. Go ahead. Who wants?
Monastery.
No.
Oh my god, the glasses! Come on.
Yes.
Finally! What? In the second trip, I had my glasses stolen.
Ekaterina, tell us more about your adventure. And when you start, I will do your speech.
Yeah, I'll tell you about my journey in great detail later, but for now I'll tell you that I traveled to 5 Southeast Asian countries. These were Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Vietnam, Bali, Indonesia, and Singapore. So I had my glasses stolen at an amusement park in Singapore. The security tracked the person but failed to catch him. It was a man. It was really weird because my glasses are quite small. And the second glasses were almost lost for a monkey in Uluwatu Temple in Bali. And the local woman tricked the monkey into giving it back by offering the monkey a fruit. And thank God it worked because I didn't have any other glasses. I was happy to have it back. And now, actually, these are the glasses.
Now I will introduce you. Ekaterina Shulakova, Life Lessons from My Trip to Southeast Asia. Life Lessons from My Trip to Southeast Asia. Ekaterina Shulakova.
Thank you. Dear Toastmasters, have you ever considered the Asian region as a place to move to or a place to settle for winter?
Yep.
Yep.
I didn't.
Every day.
And in fact, when I was going there, I was quite sure that I will not feel completely comfortable in the region because there are huge cultural differences, let's put it this way. As you know, it's a high context culture with indirect communication, and I'm quite used to the opposite situation. Also, I'm not a foodie. I eat plain food without any sauces or spices, and it's next to impossible to find such a food in Asia. I'm not a big fan of heat also. I prefer fresh, cool air. To sum up, for me, it seemed, and it turned out not to be the best place on earth to live in, but it definitely is one of the most cool places to gain new and rich experiences. And in fact, I learned several lessons, and today I want to share them with you. So let's start with the first lesson. Well, some fears will never materialize. So there is no need to worry about something that much to torture yourself. When I was going to Sri Lanka, I read several articles about the islands, about the place, and some facts stuck in my head. It was about the fact that Sri Lanka is in the top for most biodiverse places on Earth, and I'm afraid of snakes. And in fact, when we came there, we didn't meet any snakes. And the place itself felt like paradise. There were some creatures, for example, like monkeys, peacocks, turtles. I found them really adorable and I kept on taking pictures of them. So nothing scary really. And we didn't want to leave that soon, but we already booked a ticket. So it was lesson number 1 for me. The second lesson is being an anxious person. I sometimes discovered that some things are more difficult for me with this mental state. This time it was surfing. Actually, my surfing coach told me that it was the only limiting thing to start surfing on a professional level because, it cured me in a way. The third thing is that if there is discipline, the prosperity and development will come, no matter where you are, and it's a lesson from Singapore. The fourth lesson, it's possible to be happy even if you are not in the most prosperous country of the world. And the happiness or content level depends on your relations with other people and with nature. In these 2 months, I met much more people with sincere smiles, much more than when I was traveling to richest countries of this world. So the thinking patterns such as I will be happy when I buy a new car, a new house, or when I become a professional doesn't feel legit anymore for me. The fifth lesson is that the Asian people is a genuine example of trust in the world. Once in Bali, I went to a neighbor island called Nusa Penida. I booked a ticket to a ferry online in advance, but somehow I left a purse with all the credit cards, with all money at home. And it's necessary to note that there are no working taxi apps on the island. And the funniest thing is even the entrance to the island is not for free. And I also couldn't attach any cards to Apple Pay, so I was left without any coins. But Indonesian people are nice and they let me to go inside for free, and also I found there a driver who agreed to drive me for not for free, but without an advance payment, so that I could go to a bank the next day and pay him. And I cannot imagine a situation like this in Russia or any European country. So it was a strong lesson also. Unfortunately, I haven't got any lessons from Malaysia because I spent a week on an island, a nice one, but nothing extraordinary. So I need to revisit the country to come up with something. But when it comes to Vietnam, I will put it just quite short, and it will be as following. Watch the road, because the drivers don't care about pedestrians. It's really crazy in there. I also have 2 bonus lessons about traveling in general. The first one is to keep your routine in nutrition and sport, because it's extremely important, especially when you're away from home, because your body is under stress due to changing circumstances, and you need to work together with your body. And the second one is overpack and do not underpack. Being a traveler, I used to travel with back, and now I'm usually overpacking, and both are not good because if you plan to visit many places, it will just make things more complicated, and it turns out that you don't have that much. So yeah, these are the lessons from my Southeast Asian journey. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Thank you, Ekaterina. That was an interesting story. we really like that. And I think it's time for our third speaker. And now I would like to invite to the stage Anna Rubina. Let's find forgot what she did.
Bungee jump.
Bungee jumping. Bungee jumping? Did you bungee jumping?
I will never do this.
It's fun.
It's dangerous and
Everybody wants to go to monastery. What's wrong with you guys? Why do we want to send everybody to monastery? No.
I think
Left
train.
my train just like, yeah, this one.
You're
Wow.
very close to no.
Imaginary book.
Get stuck in,
In Israel.
yeah, get stuck.
Tell us
Really,
about your adventure, Anna.
so the book wasn't imaginary. The tour was imaginary. So the book was about. It was a book that I read in my childhood. I don't remember the name of the book. I don't remember the author. But I remember the main character. That was a dolphin, and it toured. It didn't tour. So it traveled around the world. That was a dolphin from the Black Sea. He somehow got lost and got into the Atlantic Ocean, and then returned to the Black Sea, but made a what's
Around the world?
Yes, around the world. Yes.
Circle around the world.
What do we call this type of traveling when you go around the globe?
Around the world.
Just around the world, yes. And this trip was so fascinating, so I still remember it. And I want to find that book and read it again.
And you have a fun
extraordinary.
Okay.
So that
I would like to know what that was the book. I would like to know what was the book. Okay, Anna Rubinina, with her project, with her speech, mentors show you the ropes. Mentors show you the ropes. Anna Rubinina.
Okay, mentoring. How many of you have heard about this concept? Okay, almost everyone. How many of you have experienced that activity? Okay, I hope you had a successful experience. So you understand that mentors are people who can help you to learn a new skill or probably upgrade an existing one. And it's very beneficial to have a mentor if you want to learn something new. So the aim of the project and my speech is to reflect on my experience as a mentee. I got my first mentor as a mentee first in Toastmasters. I've heard about mentoring, but I've never felt what it is. So my first mentor was in Toastmasters. Our current VPE asked me, Anna, would you like to have a mentor? And I agreed. I sent him my draft of my Icebreaker, and he wrote to me, Anna, that's perfect. I hope you will be in time because your speech is very long, but this encouragement from my mentor was really priceless. I made my Icebreaker speech. My mentor was absent from the meeting. And since that time, we've never interacted again. But throughout the years, I learned how to find mentors myself. So we have a lot of experienced members, yes? So you can see what they are good at and ask them if they can help you with upgrading some of your skills. So I can say I worked with a couple of people in Toastmasters, but I would like to note one honorable member of Toastmasters. I bet only Tanya knows that person. I would call Irina Suvorova, the former president.
I know.
Yeah, you saw. So the former president of our club, we worked with her. We served the club together with her for a couple of years, and she not only she helped me with the speeches, but also taught me how to run the club, and I followed her steps in being the president and the area director, so she taught me a lot of things. So all this experience led, and getting the feedback from my mentors in Toastmasters that are free, brought me to the point where I decided to get a professional mentor whom I paid money for mentoring. So 5 years ago I decided to change my job and needed a person who would help me to make this shift faster. So I decided to become a teacher of English and I found a mentor among Toastmasters. You know, you can find everything, everyone, in Toastmasters. So I asked him for his professional mentoring, and I can say that every session was it. So every session with him saved me a couple of years of experience. So he recommended me the books, he taught me the modern approaches to teaching. So he also introduced me to some other people who could help me at the time. So that was a great work. So judging from my experience, I would like to note some characteristics of a good mentee and a good mentor. Let's start with the mentor. I think that good mentor is a person who is eager to share their knowledge and their expertise. They're not greedy, they're not jealous, and they have a mindset of a teacher, not a mindset of a businessman, even if they get money for their mentoring. Another point is they can see the potential in you. They can see some things that you don't even know about yourself. And thank you. I think that's very important, to get this encouragement and from a person that can see your future growth. And as for a good mentee, I think the most important thing is their initiative. So in a mentoring pair, the initiative should come from the mentee. Yes. The mentees should understand what they want. Sometimes it's difficult, but they should prepare questions. They should find the areas that they want to improve, and with this stuff come to the mentor. So to sum up, I would recommend everyone to find a mentor. Yes, if you still haven't had this done, approach Daniel. Yes. And for those who reach the second level of Toastmastering, open a special path of mentoring. Read. I haven't opened it yet because I haven't reached the second level. So read the valuable things and become a mentor for the newcomers. I bet this will improve your communication and leadership skills that will benefit all spheres of your life.
Thank you very much, very educative. Guys, let's have 5 minutes break since we are behind the schedule. I think 5 minutes would be okay. I think we are all unfocused because of the
It's hot, yeah. 5 minute break? Yes.
5 minutes break.
You guys! Yay for the break!
Congrats on your presidency. Волнуйтесь, мадамочка, все мокренькие, хорошенькие.
Да мы все мокренькие.
Да, ты посмотри, как ты шикарно. Я это все отмечу своим. Платье ваше там, купальник, что у вас там? Это не купальник. Ну, может, и купальником быть, а что там?
Купальник тут еще надо было бы, да.
Надо было бы, так сказать, это все.
Dear friends, now it's time to open the second part of our meeting, and it's going to be the session of unprepared impromptu speeches, and I would like to invite here the table topic master, Andrei Kiselov.
Your Majesty.
Let's guess what our Majesty did.
Сержант.
Maybe he worked at the church? Do we want to send him? Maybe he started in elevator, train, bungee jumping. What would you vote for? Bungee jumping.
The Orthodox monastery.
Yes.
На меня похоже, да?
Elevator. Let's vote. Train.
Bungee jumping.
Train.
Oh, we didn't know. We didn't know.
She doesn't know.
Okay, then tell us more about
Yes,
how come you left.
It's about
outside.
when I was a student. I was traveling from Kostroma to St. Petersburg, and there was a train stop. I got off from the train to buy some snacks. When I came, the train left the station, and next I wanted to go to St. Petersburg. I went by electric train yes, with a hard bench, without ticket, without passport, without money. Yes, it was without my luggage. It was impressive adventure.
Did you get your stuff then?
Yes, in St. Petersburg, big station.
Extraordinary.
Then tell us about your role and explain the rules of the Toastmasters.
Today I am
table topic session.
Today I am table topic master. Last time we met, we tried to sell some things.
We did.
You remember. And today we will dream up about some adventure situation in our table topics. Before we start, I remind you about some rules. At first, if you wish, you put your hand up and come on the stage, and I prepare the card for you. You read and answer the question. Yes, maybe I will invite you without your wishes. Yes.
It's ready, it's ready.
The next rule is you have 30 seconds to think and no more than 2 minutes to answer the question. After the table topic session, you should to take your photo and follow the link on QR code in agenda and vote for the best table topic speaker. Let's start.
Yeah, let's start.
Who wants to be first?
Who wants to be first?
I want to be the second. Okay.
Maybe online.
Maybe online.
Audience.
Maybe online? No, online
I'll go first.
later. I want to hear Evaluator. How do you think about what about these cards?
Is it Morse code? No?
No.
No? Okay.
About adventure situation.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't touch.
You can.
I can choose. Okay. Okay. Do I read? Do you read? Oh my god. Okay. Imagine you flew to Austria but arrived in Australia. What are you going to do? Okay. I'm a big believer in if everything doesn't happen for a reason, you can make it up. So even if I cannot find the reason in whatever unexpected or surprising or negative situation, I can just choose what that reason is to make myself feel better. So if I took a flight to Austria but ended up in Australia, I think I was meant to be there. Maybe I was meant to see the Grand Reefs. What is the name? I think it's the Reef, the Barrier Reef, the Great Barrier Reef. Maybe I was supposed to meet someone very important. Maybe I was supposed to visit a Toastmasters meeting in Australia and advertise Moscow Toastbusters. Maybe. I believe that you can find a useful reason in whatever happens in your life, and you can always learn something or discover a lesson in whatever event happens, whether it's unexpected travel changes or a very, very hot meeting in Moscow in a library without air conditioning, or if you failed at something, there's always something to learn, there's always something positive to take away from that experience. So what I would do in Australia, I would enjoy myself. Thank you very much.
It was a joke? Okay.
No jokes here.
Please. Thank you. Sometimes there is some special words which I don't know to translate.
We can help.
Convince those around you how cool it is to leave everything and hitchhike along the sea coast. Okay, so 30 seconds, yes?
To think, yes.
Convince those around you how to cool it. So, sometimes we should do something which is not expected from us. You know, sometimes we should feel that we have some freedom. Sometimes we should do something which is not usual for us. I think traveling along the sea coast could be option for that. You can just imagine that you, with your thoughts, with yourself, and without any obligations, any even an obligation, without any deadlines, you are traveling, you are meeting some interesting persons who is driving his own car. Maybe you will find some interesting story about the cost, about this person. So yeah, sometimes doing something which is unusual in our life, particularly hiking along the sea coast, could be options, because you know, so many how to say, it's like a separate adventure for us to do something unusual. And, you know, always I'm receiving something it's so difficult to describe. Yeah, so I think I convince you to do this adventure. It's cool things in our life. Is it right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Take it.
Many interested questions on the table.
Alexandra?
I'm approved. I'm approved. Question of gorgeous, extraordinary Andres. This is okay, no doubt about your questions. There, online audience. You have just returned from a parallel universe. How do you know? Yeah, confirm. We are interested, so they are all interested. It's a nice form of making a question. We are interested. Please tell us about it immediately. Yes, so we aliens from the parallel universe. Well, sometimes we dream. Sometimes we dream a lot. Sometimes we dream about a conditioned space where you can be relaxed, breathing in and out. And even if you are in these very heated conditions, you are transported into a parallel universe where the conditions are different and nothing worries you ever since. So it applies to any disadvantage. Yeah, maybe you're hurting, inside, outside, maybe, I don't know, you lost your train, or you lost your job, or you missed timely arrival to Toastmasters meetings, but you can always transport yourself to a parallel universe where everything is perfect. And this perfect parallel universe, because who needs an unperfect one, right? So it will improve somehow, it will influence anyway your current conditions. So I sincerely invite you, please use this exit from this universe from time to time. Get all the benefits in a parallel existence. And please, never forget to go back.
We have 6 cards, and I want to hear Alexander.
You got on the plane, and the co-pilot invited you to take his place next to the first pilot. Would you accept this offer? Oh, actually, it was my dream always to be a pilot. This is the job which I would like to have instead of if I didn't have my current job or another one which I will choose in the future. So I always was excited by planes, by aviation, by airports. The airport is one of my favorite places to be because there is so much excitement there. There are different emotions of people, and everything which is connected with airports, with traveling and with planes is something that excites me from the inside. So maybe I don't have the necessary skills of a pilot to take his place, but I would be very pleased to take this seat and just to experience myself in this role. I think this would be something which gives me new emotions and maybe even new skills to use for my current life. So this was a great question. I think this gave me some new thoughts to think over and to experience the emotions inside myself. Thank you very much.
Maybe anybody from online audience wants to try? Miles?
Maybe some girls, because Miles is...
Some girls?
One of the newcomers?
Yes.
I will pass. I don't have a lot of energy today.
Okay.
Okay.
Christina, Julia, do you want to try? Christina?
I'm not sure I will understand completely what I should do, but I will try.
Okay, is what we like to hear. Well, you choose. The table topics master will choose a question for you. And yes, let's read it nice and loud.
You found a map with an area marked. There is nothing there. You became interested and flew there, but there was nothing. What conclusions would you draw?
Personally, I think it's a very imaginary situation because I would never flew there. But if imagine that what I did, I will think that someone is hiding something there, and better not knowing what exactly, and flew away immediately.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you. Who wants? Next. Anna, please.
Let's practice second conditionals.
Yes.
Так, I was thinking about this. Так, as a child, adventures happened constantly and unpredictably, but now we plan them well in advance. Why is that? Okay. When we were children, world was much simpler. We could cook grass, yes, in imaginary pots. We could use leaves as money, and that was enough for us. And now, in real life, adventures are very expensive, especially if you want to go somewhere to Europe. They are twice as expensive as they used to be a couple of years ago. So that's why we had to plan our journeys. We have to save money for some people even have to save for years if they have family of several children, because when you travel with 4 children, it's almost, you can go just to Moscow, around Moscow region.
Why not?
Yes, that's the main point. Money is, though, you can still, no, I won't continue. I will stop at this one. I will answer the direct question. Yeah.
How many times we have?
For one
more person.
Yeah, one person.
Maybe 2. Okay, who do who won? No, not to. Maybe Tatiana, Toastmaster lady.
No.
Tomorrow you have an important report, and the neighbors are having a big party, which in no case will let you sleep. What cocktail will you order? That's my question. Come on. Depends on how many cocktails I'll take or will make my report even better. I remember I used to be a party animal. I was partying till 5 a.m. At 8 a.m. I was sitting and with our online management and talking about how to improve the business, and that was like 5 a.m. cocktails was the perfect decision, the perfect solution for a nice report. So which cocktail will I order? Well, beer sounds nice. Always. Vodka depends on snacks, I think. The best thing about vodka is snack. And also maybe Bloody Mary also, not a bad choice. So yeah, I would love to have this kind of neighbors. Next time you guys have party, call me.
Thank you for your answers. I remind you that you should take your phone.
Wait, what button do I press? What do I press? What do I press to submit?
No, you don't need to submit. You can tell because already.
Oh, it's already.
Yeah.
Do I need to press anything?
No.
Yeah.
But for online.
You can see QR code in our agenda. On the right. Follow the link.
What?
And vote for the best table topics
Okay, I found that.
speakers.
I'm good.
I need your internet, your Wi-Fi. Can you share it?
Are you finished?
I don't know. Wait. Can someone give me the agenda, please?
I think so. Did everyone vote?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Two parts of our meeting are over, and I want to thank all of you and wish you an adventurous summer. Yes, and remember, the biggest risk is never taking one, so experience new adventures. And before I give my stage to our Madam General Evaluator Alexandra Martinyuk, come here, you will have to guess what Alexandra did. Well, come here, Alexandra. No, it's the easiest.
I looked at them.
Okay, one is for Alexandra, the other one for me. I just put it to make it.
Okay, Alexandra got stuck on the elevator.
And one is fake. So one I made up. So what did Alexandra do? No. No, you are wrong.
John?
Come on.
Monastery.
Yes,
Tell us about
and I heard a special addition to this adventure several times during the meeting. Many of you actually decided to add that it was a man's monastery. How come? Yes, it was. Yes. I was working at an orthodox, very strict, very luxury, I would say, monastery for men during pandemic time.
What did you do there? What did you do there? What kind of job was it?
Just look at me. I wasn't. It's a little bit tricky because when I tell about it, sometimes, well, people are amazed, to say the least. But it was a real hard work there. I worked at a rather luxury monastery canteen. Yeah, they have wonderful, gorgeous spaces there at Russian monasteries, and I also had my own shop for healthy food. Yeah. So I was a little star of men's monastery. I miss this experience even now a little bit. Yeah, it was a nice trip. Anyway, if you have any problems in life, you will always have job to do in Russian monasteries. You will be sweating, you will be getting very, very little salary, non-officially, but you will remember this time with pleasure somehow, yeah, and you'll miss it, yeah. Yeah, and it's a blessing, of course, to be there. But now I'm at the office and feel a little bit happier with you all. I'm a general evaluator, I guess, yeah, and we all have a challenge because sometimes it's difficult to remember who we are at all, not only remembering our roles here. Yes, it's really stuffy, it's heat happening in Moscow right now, but this is maybe a thing for improval to the library. We all can hope that maybe in many years we'll have appropriate conditions for humans in this hall. Yeah, but usually, basically, guys, it's perfect here. It's just this day, and I would love to praise first the new president, Valeria, who I know she was anxious about it, maybe a little nervous, yeah, and first time is always a trial, yeah, it's always something you feel inside, yeah, it's extraordinary new responsibility, yeah, and of course amazing Toastmaster. I would love to, not to spend too much time, I would love to underline one word that will describe the style of this meeting and I think of your amazing, good-hearted club. This is the word approach. Approach. Everything what is done according to this very clever list, yeah, introducing people, meeting people, introducing the topic, it's done with an approach. You see how Valeria started the meeting, yeah. How she showed that she cared for each and every one of us, yeah. How she used sometimes little persistence, for example, inviting newcomers to the stage. Yes, offline participants are usually easily brought to the stage, especially if their relatives. It was an amazing and charming introduction of offline participants, but sometimes you just need to wait a little bit for online participants to, do I want to do it or not? Yeah, and you see it was a success with this Chinese participant. Yeah, it was real. It was a victory of Toastbusters. You know, you have Chinese wave of new participants. Yeah. Half a billion. Yeah. You have influence on China now. How cool is that? Yeah, use that. You have friends there now. Yes. I have some minor things. Maybe it's just me and heat that is overwhelming me. But I'm imagining I have some things that I can advise you on, I think. But let it be done at the very end of this session. And now the best part of every evaluation, personal evaluators of amazing speakers. And Daniel is anxious, yeah, and ready to jump on the stage and give a bunch of evaluation for the last to do it. Yeah. Please do it. You wanted to do it.
Thank you. Dear Toastmasters, dear guests, dear Bulat. First of all, my congratulations on your first project, Icebreaker. I can say it was hot. And I'm here. I actually believe that the real purpose of the Icebreaker is not to fade out on the stage. And you did it. By the way, the Lera was close to it. And now she's our president. So I cannot even imagine how far you can go actually with that start. Yeah, besides that, real goal actually, you have some, let's say, official goals, which is to tell us a little bit about yourself and learn some basic structure of a public speech. So let's go one by one. You started with a joke, some connections of you to some strange things like the Moses, elephants, hippopotamus, and that's it. That was fun, and actually it was a very interesting tool to say something but to tell actually nothing about yourself, really. Noted, very good, very good. So you actually told us about yourself only in the second part, and to my mind it came up a bit, kind of randomly. If you ask me about that, if you ask me about that or that or that, and it was a bit like separated from the first part. It was not logically kind of connected. It's like the first part, joke, and then the real part, just you jump into it. So maybe next time you want to somehow make it more smooth, or maybe connect those questions kind of somehow, just to make it, the flow natural. And the ending, you finish with a quote, very, very cool. And although not required this level, but I want to point out some technical things about your speech. So you opened your speech with a question. It's a very, very strong tool. And actually with a hook. You said, I'm not going to answer you now, I will answer you later. Very, very cool. And beside that, you smile, and especially in the beginning, your was positive, right? What else? You was fun, you made some jokes, and the humorous contest is waiting for you, so you have some rivalry here. And the most important, I think, is that you was actually telling the story to the people. It was not like separated, telling to yourself, marbling something. It was telling to the people. People reacted and laughed, and that's the most important. So you made it, you delivered the speech, so it was successful. And during the on your pathway, you will learn about some other things you probably will want to implement. That is the vocal variety, the gestures, not to actually try not to read the text, right? And if you forget something about, kind of your lines or whatever, just improvise, because nobody knows actually what's written there, so nobody will notice. And okay, so it was a very good start. As I said, it was a very hot speech. And waiting for your next speeches.
And the humorous contest. Daniel, it was amazing. Yeah, extraordinary. So let's just, it was so perfect that let's skip this evaluation part that sometimes takes place. Yeah, to save time and to keep us alive by the end of this meeting. Yeah, it's long and friendly. And now, Nikolai Vasiliev, would you like to start? Yeah, Nikolai, while he is approaching, was getting ready very seriously, as I could see, for his evaluation of Ekaterina Shulakova.
Okay, dear. Yes. Here. There's the camera. Okay. Okay. Great. Dear Ekaterina, yes. First of all, thank you for this speech. It was very good. Great. You did a great job. And this is my first time in the role of evaluator, so don't judge me very strictly. And I will try to highlight the points that seems important to me. There are many positive points in your speech. I highlight only a few. First of all, I want to highlight your clear language in terms of grammar. First of all, it was fully understood by me. Also structure, introduction, the main part, and brief conclusion. And also, I want to emphasize your contact with the audience, and that you really you weren't nervous, and it's great. And one thing that I point out, that you use your laugh to connect with the audience. That's great. Okay. There are some things you might to work on to do it even better. And first, maybe to do your gestures maybe more varied to reflect your emotions. I also have problems with this, and so And maybe another point, try to use your voice to color your speech, rise and low, voice rise and low. For example, when you talk about something tense or fearful, try to reflect with your voice this fear or tense, something like that, right? That would be great. It will help to make your speech more colorful. So it seems that is all I would like to point out, and thanks again for your speech and good luck in your next projects. Thank you.
I love how you talk about fear. Yeah, you will felt it. Yeah, think, whoa. Yeah, and again, perfect. Maybe some comments from the grammarian, but we all need it sometimes. Yeah, some points of time. Now, the most composed, the most princess-like creature of this hall, wonderful Samila Radastar. Yes, yes, yes. She is preparing in her angelic manner to give evaluation of the beautiful dress, the beautiful
Anna, your speech titled Mentors Show You the Ropes touches on a deeply important aspect of our professional and personal life. Mentorship has the power to transform our lives by providing guidance, support and wisdom, and many of you know it very well. I really like the way you started your speech by asking the questions to get the audience involved. You did an excellent job of defining mentorship and illustrating its impact with compelling, successful life stories. It was really great when you shared recommendations on how to find a mentor. I believe it will be beneficial to everyone who has never been in the role of mentee here. And by sharing strategies to seek out mentorship opportunities, you encourage the audience to take proactive steps towards their personal and professional growth. And thank you for that. And what was even more great, that your experience extends beyond Toastmasters, and you showed the value of mentorship in your professional life as well. Furthermore, I really appreciate that you mentioned the qualities of a good mentee, because having a mentor is not a magic pill, and if you become a mentee, you should be initiative by yourself. As to your delivery, it was really engaging with effective vocal variety and a confident pace that kept us all attentive and interested in your message. And one of your strengths is logical flow of your speech and clear examples that you provided, which help to illustrate your points effectively. And to further enhance your delivery, you might consider incorporating more movements on the stage, and this could involve moving across the stage to highlight transitions or using gestures to underscore important points. In conclusion, I would say that your speech was well structured and insightful exploration of mentorship, and your clear articulation of its benefits combined with your personal stories inspired all of us. And I look forward to seeing how you continue to develop your public speaking skills. And great job, and keep up the excellent work.
Enchantée, cherchez la femme. Merci beaucoup. I can only speak French in this lady's presence. Oh, did you like it? Did you enjoy the evaluation? I did. Yeah, okay. So, good news is that it's getting cooler in every sense of the word. Yeah, as I was sitting there, I could even sense the aroma of fresh grass. So yeah, it's cool, and with the same speed, let's just move to minor roles expert. imagine this connotation. Minor roles, but experts. Yeah, and first, the best of the best, let's say, because she is going to be brave to start first. This is our online expert, who is also an accountant and who is also Christina Akopan. Please.
Thank you. First of all, I really enjoy meetings and everyone's reports. So I try my best to conduct my role and summarize everything. I noticed that mostly people use such sounds as ah or at least 5-6 times in every speech. I think it's the reason that they're all even called like that, counter. The second place of unnecessary words is linking words so, maybe 2-3 times in every speech. Meanwhile, the another way to link phrases was the repeating of words. Sometimes when you forget what you're about to say, you just repeat the last one. Other words to note the okay and but about 1-2 times. Also, I would like to mention that sometimes speaker overused the word well. And I think that's all I would like to say. I hope that report was useful to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Christina, for being brief as well. Yeah, I hope it's cool and nice where you are now. Thank you, and please be welcome to be here offline sometimes. And now the good news is that we have the most experienced and I would say the coolest grammarian ever. Because we can afford native speaker to be a grammarian. Mr. Miles, are you with us? Please come and say
I'm with you.
How good we are. Say something.
Sound check. How am I sounding?
Yeah, we
Sound
can
good.
As always.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator Alexandra. My grammarian report. Well, first of all, who used the word of the day extraordinary? We had Ekaterina use it, and she used it, wove it into her speech. So I think she did the best job of utilizing the word extraordinary, but also credit to Andre. He used it, but that was with a bit of help from, I believe, Katya. So Katya also used it out of the audience. And Alexandra, as our general evaluator, you also used it. So good for you. Now, on to some mispronunciations. And I don't use names, but you'll probably be able to identify who said this and some of these others. This person said, I'm not a fan of hit. That's how I heard it. I'm not a fan of hit. What? Yeah. Oh, heat. I'm not a fan of heat. Another person uses yeah a lot. And yeah, we say yeah a lot in English, yeah, I admit it. But let's move on to using yes. Just to if you were using yeah around here, you'll hear it on the street all the time. And it's interesting, the German word for yes is ja. So I'm not sure if that's where the German might have influenced English. But, remember, I'd say to me, English is really a mashup of a lot of languages. For some reason, it is apparently the most widely spoken word or language on the planet. And that's why I believe you are interested in English, because chances are if you go to Thailand, you will be able to talk to somebody in English, even though their first language is Thai, your first language is Russian. Will that change over time? Who knows? You know, with the rise of the BRICS nations, I think another mispronunciation. Somebody likes big parties. Big. Now that should be really big. They like big parties. And, but you know, again, English is pretty forgiving. One funny pronunciation was, and I'm not sure if I'm saying it the way he said it, but he said hippopotamus. Hippopotamus or something like that, where it's hippopotamus. Hippopotamus. All right, so that's mispronunciations. Now, phrases grammatically incorrect. Someone said he reads twice more books than me. And I'm thinking, I don't know if that's incorrect. He reads twice more books than me. It's just that I would probably, as a native speaker here in Canada, I would just say he reads twice the books that I do. But reads twice more books than me? Actually, I don't know if there's anything wrong with that. So, poor tenses and word order. Someone said, yeah, confirm. Whereas it'd be more appropriate to say, yes, confirmed. And that essentially concludes my grammarian report, and I congratulate everybody for pushing yourselves to use English in a situation like Toastmasters meetings where you are being compelled to speak without notes from your head. And some people, I also like to acknowledge Anna Rubina on how she will, pardon me? Anna has the ability of listening to herself speak, and she self-corrects her grammatical errors. And so congratulations. Back to you, Madam G.E. General Dowd.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Mark. Yeah. By the way, as you are the grammarian, you will understand me. Even today, I actually realized that the shortened version of this title, General Evaluator, it goes like Jen, Eva, and it combines Geneva. Actually, Geneva is also Jean. Okay, just saying. Mr. Miles, it was so interesting to listen to your grammarian report, but it sounded really like a fairy tale. Thank you very much. Please do it more often. Thank you so much. Yeah, exciting. Extraordinary. Now, our dearest supporter and assistant with wonderful, I would say, dress fit for a bride with birds. Very fantasy brain. The timer, Ms. Ksenia Kiselyova, could you please give your report on our time for the first time ever in the year? Please give her report. Thank you, dear. Yeah, stage.
Thank you. So, most of you are great, only on time, and you all are great. That's what I want to say. So I don't have really much to say. Thank you all.
Ksenia, you are great. You see, you are great, you will be greater with Toastmasters, even greater. Can you imagine that? Yeah, it's possible for all of us. Please be back, I'm sure you will be the same way as dearest Ekaterina Dymova is going to be here forever and ever and ever. She's our star who is going to check on us, being active.
So, I hope I will understand my handwriting. Okay, my first question, when does our club have birthday?
January and June.
Okay.
Yes, very nice.
exact date? Do you remember?
21st of June.
June, yeah. Okay. He is the winner. My second question, according to Ksenia, how should it get to know about Toastmasters?
According to his father, I guess.
Father?
Father.
No, Christina.
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 You said Ksenia.
Ah, Ksenia, sorry, who said Christina?
Yeah, I know.
Why do you know?
I know.
Okay. Yes, exactly. Who exactly? Okay, doesn't matter. On, I suppose. Yeah? On? Auntie. Okay. When Rich did arrive to Moscow?
Now.
According to extraordinary speech of Nikita, what kind of aircraft Nikita?
S-21. S-21.
Okay, how old Miles was when he was traveling?
23. I want a candy. Sorry, almost.
Okay, my next question. I don't understand the question. Anyway, whom Bulat mentioned in his question?
Moses.
Three creatures.
Elephant, hippopotamus, and Moses. Hippopotamus. El hippo.
When exactly Bulat did meet professional diver?
When or where?
When?
When?
Traveling.
No, you don't say anything.
No, you cannot take part in this question.
Had
You
this
cannot
a
ask me
couple of months ago. No?
Yes. Yeah, but I thought your questions traveling from what to what? From where?
Next
to
question.
where?
You don't answer questions from your speech. That's
I'm
not
sorry,
fair.
Okay. Okay. Never mind. According to Katya Shalakova, in which countries were Katya's glasses stolen?
Singapore.
And?
Sri Lanka.
Bali.
Yes.
Yes, Bali is not country, friends. Indonesia.
What kind of weather Katya like most?
Don't look at me, I don't know. I don't know.
Cold one.
Cold or hot? Cold.
Who said?
Hot. I doesn't like
No,
hot
I
weather.
think someone from the
Online.
Christine.
I did, yeah. She likes cold, she doesn't like hot weather.
Nice.
Exactly.
Nice. With virtual candy.
Okay, Katya mentioned in her amazing speech, fifth lesson. What was it about? Fifth lesson.
Fifth lesson.
Yes.
When you send people are nice.
Why?
Why?
About trust. So, okay, about trust. It was about trust. People are nice and trustful. Okay, yes, maybe, why not? We have a lot of
Catcher in the right.
All time. We're running out of time.
Okay, Anna, main character in her story.
Dolphin.
The main...
Sorry, I will share. Who wants a candy?
And also,
Anyone?
who did?
Anna.
Who was the teacher for Anna? The most important person for Anna?
The Irina.
No, come on, Valeria!
I know
Why not?
No candy for Valeria?
No.
Why not?
President, what?
Андрей Киселев.
What was the question?
Skip it. What was the last destination in his travel?
St. Petersburg.
Yes, exactly. According to Valeria Pogorelova.
What's happening?
Okay, not according to Valeria Pogorelova. Okay, which dream Alexander has?
Co-pilot. To be a pilot.
We're out of time. Okay, so we're out of time. We have cookies for after party. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We'll keep on fast. President.
Yeah.
Come on stage, maybe.
We have about 3 minutes.
All in all,
very quick summary.
Good. So I liked this meeting from the very start when I heard a call of different people asking me, General Evaluator, where the hell you are? You see, this is approach. Every single person is valuable. Who on earth needs a General Evaluator? No one. But Toastbusters then call it and asking about each and every one of you. So great, and just the best wishes ever for your progress in the future, and these tiny improvements that I thought about, I will mail you or telegram you or whisper you during any after party. But it's not that Thank you for the invitation. Good luck and best wishes to you all.
All right, everyone, in a very expromptu fashion, very quickly, we have some awards to give out. So I'm going to invite first Anna Rubinina to the stage for completing her level 2. And with that, we move fast, and I award you your ribbon. Thank you, well done. Next person, Nikolai Vasilyev, for completing his level 1. And I have the best evaluator ribbon for you. Thank you. Next person, our first icebreaker. Very extraordinary, friends, very extraordinary. Here you go. Proof it really happened. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, you can sit down. Thank you very much. Table topics. Table topics. Alexander Martynyuk. I voted for Mr. President.
You voted for conditioning system. To your wishes.
Ladies and gentlemen, just before we finish, this was the first meeting by the new officers team. So a quick round of applause.
Yeah.
For the new very much. If you want to join us for an after party, we usually go to a bar or a restaurant or somewhere to refresh after the meeting. Everyone is welcome. And let's take a final group photo. Online audience, please also, if you want to be in the photo, stay. We'll take a group photo and then we'll say goodbye. Thank you. That was very fast. Oh, bro. Okay. Who is taking? Это оставляешь себе в рамочку.
Мадам, молодец. Что значит правильно? Надежда, Анюшка, а у тебя знаешь, как платье здесь? Смотри, на нет, я смотрю, стоит прекрасная девушка в таком
Okay, one moment, we're waiting for the camera person.
Так, кто у нас, я говорю, invisible man?
They're coming.
They're coming. They are painting and two.
Okay?
Ой, телевизор.
Так, вот. И чтобы телевизор поместился тоже, пожалуйста. Да.
Ну все. Еще разочек.
Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone online. We hope to see you soon. Ciao, ciao. Все собираем.
Ты еще придешь? В общем-то, сюда благо.